I am most likely going to take a guess here and say it's not going to be all that surprising that a lot of people, including myself, are going to be playing through the Crew 1 again. The Crew Unlimited, guys, really is going to be such an amazing project. I'm having a wonderful time in this game. And what's funny, though, is I'm probably going to be less than like 6 or 7 hours into playing it at the moment. But you know what? This game just had a different feeling in a good way, and I do want to talk about why I think that is. Now, I'm sure a lot of people might be wondering exactly what I am talking about, guys. And the thing is, if you are going to be playing through the Crew 1 kind of like I am again, starting from zero, we all do know back in the day, a lot of players were probably max leveled, had everything. So you are literally going to be starting from scratch in this game, kind of pretty much going from the beginning of it, and going through the story, getting better cars, leveling up that said vehicle, and trying to get some more money and stuff like that. There is obviously going to be some cheats here and there, which I did end up doing one of the bunny ones, but I am still going to progress through the game and level up myself and all that and find areas and do all that. But at least I am going to have the money for certain things, which obviously it's offline, so luckily that is going to work. But there's just going to be a few things I really did like about this game, man. Now, to be honest, this might end up sounding a bit dumb, guys, but am I the only one that kind of thinks this game kind of had more thought behind it? I don't know why I'm thinking that, but I kind of feel that way. Now, anybody who doesn't know, the Crew 1 was originally going to start its development time in 2007, and it did end up pretty much coming out in 2014, so 7 years later, this game did end up releasing. With that being said, though, I feel like this game really had a lot of time put into it. There was going to be 2 years of DLCs like the Wild Run, calling all units, and stuff like that. But I really do feel like, guys, playing through the Crew 1, just the way the game looks and the way that it flows and the way the cars are going to feel. Now, people can't say the handling is subjective or you might not be a fan of it. So far, I am enjoying it. There is going to be some funny things here and there. I do laugh at the cutscenes, how some of them are going to have some broken things in them, but it's all going to be funny to look at. And I would say the driving physics aren't too bad, especially considering how, a lot of the new games are and stuff like that. People don't even like the Crew 2's handling or Motorfest, so I really feel like the Crew 1's not going to be all that different in that aspect. But one thing I really do like, though, is the fact that when you are playing this game, man, there's just going to be so much to it. So many cool things. For example, one thing I really did like about this is going to be the HQ. This is actually going to be the thing where you pretty much spawn in all your cars there. You could change different parts that you own and stuff like that. You can add perks to your thing and all that. You can also play something like PvP when it was a thing from your HQ. And it was going to be a really cool thing. You could check everything out that you own, which I would say a lot of players probably are going to miss. In the beginning of getting to your HQ, you're also going to go through like a small part of the story and stuff about the 510s and all that, which is also going to be a cool backstory kind of explaining everything to you there, which I would actually say kind of makes sense in a game that has a storyline to it, am I right? But one thing I really did like about the HQ overall, though, was it was going to be an area similar to the Crew 2 house, where you would end up having like your own place to mess around with stuff, change parts around and do things. And one thing I really did love about the customization, man, make fun of me if you want, but I really did like the fact, guys, like in the background when you are changing parts around or doing different things to your vehicle, you are going to pretty much have that car pop up, and that way you can actually upgrade things on it or change parts on it that way, which I thought was going to be very cool. I always like how the parts kind of popped out, the detail of every single vehicle did stuff like that as well. And it was kind of going to be that different feeling, man. Like, this is something you really haven't seen with the way they did it. And I really do feel like this entire game was just something that you didn't see anywhere. And that was probably something they were trying to do with it. Like, for example, guys, we all do know a lot of new games nowadays. What do? They kind of go after other games and kind of copy each other. And I feel like the Crew 1 really had a unique feeling to it. Whether it is going to be the racing part of it or like the campaign side of it, it is kind of going to give you that special feeling that, yo, this game is going to be really fun, but there's going to be thought behind it, guys. I am going to make a video on the map separately as well, because my goodness, I love the Crew 1's map so dang much. I'm still going to stand on the entire hill there and say that this map is easily my favorite out of the Crew 2, and even more than TCM in ways. I just love the way this map was. I really liked how the coloring of it was, and we all do know the Wild Run did end up changing some things around there, but man, like, it was just so dang entertaining. I also really love, which again, I'm going to break this down in the other video a bit more, but I loved how the map was actually filled in, man. We're going to have smaller maps that are way smaller than this one that are going to feel super empty, which is honestly really sad. Like these map, or I guess you could say this map, I can't speak, but this map is going to legit be huge, and there's so much stuff around it. There's data centers, there's like 20 landmarks in one city, and every single town and areas have the landmarks, and with that, they're also going to give you money and XP and stuff like that for just driving around and finding them, which what is that going to do? It's going to want you to explore the areas and find them and go, okay, well, if I find all these, I can make some extra money. I can probably level up once or so, even more than that by just simply driving around. On top of that, guys, we're also then going to have the broken vehicle parts, which I believe one region is going to have like 20 of them or something like that. So again, it is going to encourage you to drive around, explore the map, have fun and stuff, and you're also going to get rewarded for doing so. I really wish other games would do this, and even the newer crew games really would capitalize on this type of thing. Also, another topic I am going to cover in another video, guys, in the next few days is simply the progression of the Crew 1. It really did actually feel like it had it, which was awesome. And again, that's also going to come behind the entire part of this game having a thought behind it. Like, it really is crazy, guys, like, playing through the Crew 1 again, man. I don't know what it is. It could just be an entire nostalgic thing just attacking me, but I really am enjoying this game a lot. And as y'all know, I have been going back in and playing a lot of older games as well. And it's kind of funny because I've been playing those basically more than anything else, as I did miss the way those games felt and how they really felt like they had love behind them, where a lot of games nowadays are kind of focused on the developers thinking they know what every single player wants. They pretty much add things going, okay, well, the players are going to want this, right? Where pretty much no one asked for it. People are going to be asking for certain things, and they're like, oh, we're going to add this instead, or we're going to fix this, when no one basically asked for it. It's kind of backwards, to be honest with you. I mean, there's a reason why a lot of the older games feel the way that they do, and playing the Crew 1 again really does give you that feeling, man. Like, this game was going to be so dang amazing for its time, and the fact that the Crew Unlimited is going to look this good, I really wish there was a way for this to be on console for people, guys, but I really don't think that is possible. And it really goes to show that Ubisoft should not be shutting games down like the way that they did. They are going to claim that because of licensing and different things that they had to shut the entire game down. But some of the people who bought the full game, also all the DLCs, are probably over $100 into it, and now they can't even play it. It really is insane, though, because I'm looking at this game going, you know what? I don't know why I'm having so much fun playing this. I'm having more fun playing the Crew 1 than I currently am playing TCM. And honestly, in ways, I'm even enjoying this game more than Forza a bit, man. Like, I'm going to be real. A lot of people might be a bit shocked to hear that, but I'm being legit serious on this. I really am having a wonderful time going through this game again, messing around, going, okay, well, I'm going to have to go through and do different target things. Like, for example, in the background, you guys are going to see the target smashing thing. You are going to get money, XP, and parts from these, which was cool. And you could drive around and complete a bunch of them. I just felt like a lot of the things in the game kind of really did feel unique in ways. And you're like, okay, well, I'm going to have to do this. I have to do that. I'm going to have to level this vehicle up a bit. And it really was just a fun experience. And on top of that, you had to drive around everywhere. I don't know what it is, guys, but again, I love the Crew 1's map. Let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below. I don't know what it is. People can argue that the graphics in this game don't look as good. Like, if you compare this to TCM, of course it's not going to look as good, man. But I did prefer the way this game looked more than the Crew 2 did, at least for me anyway. I just like the way that the game had, like, the feeling to it. Driving around, the way the cities and the map looked, and it just, I don't know, man. I just really loved the way this game actually looked, the way it played. And I feel like a lot of people, if they're jumping into this game the first time ever, they are most likely going to feel very similar. I really do think that, because if you have never played the Crew 1 before, bro, you are going to be in for such a treat jumping into this game. It's just so dang entertaining. And I do feel like a lot of people going into the Crew 1 might end up going into a blind, or maybe they never got to play this game. So this is really going to be a fun experience. You can kind of see where the franchise started. And I really do think this game is so dang special even to this day. And I don't know what it is, but I also feel like a lot of people jumping on it would most likely enjoy this more than the newer games. Do let me know what y'all think about the Crew 1 in the comments below, aka the Crew Unlimited. I am so dang happy this game is out now. If you guys are trying to play it, definitely keep at it. I do know it could be a bit confusing, but it is so dang worth it. Stay tuned for more Crew 1 videos in the coming days, and honestly, I'm having a blast with this.